no heroes. Woo! No heroes. No heroes, baby.
Hey guys, welcome to another deck profile on this channel. My name is Matt. I'm doing the deck profile today on my own. I played the last weekend in the RaidNTrade event Spirit Bomb, like the Vegito leader. I tell you in this deck profile why I played this deck, what my cards are and the matchups also, and at the end I show you some tips and tricks that you can see what this leader is capable for. So why I played this deck? In my opinion, it's the best yellow leader that we have. It's better than Gold Freezer, it's better than Margin Vegeta, it's better than Trunk Cheetah. That I think that's the only yellow decks that I need to talk about. So why this leader is better? He fixes a lot of problematic things that yellow has. It doesn't any engine cards, like small amount of engine cards. Little bit spoiler, there are only 3 cards that you need to put in this deck. Otherwise you can put anything what you want in this deck. So it has like a large thing and also a huge hand. You have always a huge hand for nothing. So start on the front side. Like also a thing, yellow has some weak spots. I tell you now what the, like after the awaken, I tell you what this leader is fixing with the weak spots. So on the front side, 20k. That's also a good thing. If you're going second against some decks, like let's say I play Trunk Cheetah and my opponent plays Gohan, I'm a 10k leader. If he swings with crit, I need to have the Black Kamehameha on the gate, so 1 less hand card. I need to combo like more cards. On this side, if you go second against Gohan, like Gohan's also a free matchup for this leader. If you play against him and he swings with his crit Vegeta, you just cover 1 card from hand, or you overcombo it. If you play against, like for the future or this at the moment, if against a turn 2 aggressive deck, you just demolish them because you are like safe at the early. Okay, so 20k, it doesn't have an awaken skill. It has a flip one-time flip mechanic. When he swings, he draws a card, and if you charge your second energy, you flip over, drawing 2 cards, take 2 life. So you're going 4 cards plus, and on this side when he swings he draws a card, so on your awaken turn you plus 5 cards on hand. That means you have over 10 cards on hand. You have a large hand for nothing. You didn't do anything, you just have large hand. Then you have a once per game mechanic that you can take a field card from your deck and play it. The field card is the Spirit Bomb field card. The thing is, you need to have it in the deck, not in hand. You need it on the deck. If you don't have one card like the field card in deck, you're just losing the game, because then you're just playing a draw 1 swing leader. It doesn't have any effects, like you just lose. The other effect where I talked about the weak spots in yellow, resting in your turn. That's one of the things that they removed, like in yellow. Like for sure, yeah, the Ape Goku has the effect still. Also Margin Vegeta has the effect still, but Margin Vegeta needs a Goku card to rest it. He just says if you put a card under your field card, you're resting your opponent's battle cards, non-barrier. So that's one of the things. You just doesn't need to do anything for this effect. You just tap a card, and this leader destroys heavily blockers, and also heavily destroys Margin Vegeta, because his draw engine is his blocker. If you kill the blocker every turn, like he can't do anything. You just use leader effect, kill it, or if you don't want to swing on your opponent's leader, just swing on his battle cards, rest it, like tap it, swing on it. Now I need to show you the Z leaders, and also a thing that I need to say. You have also a large hand in this deck. When I told you drawing 5 cards when you awaken, you draw 5 cards on your first awaken. You have 3 awaken things, 3 awaken turns. You have turn 2 awaken, draw 5. On this side you're drawing 2. On this side you're also drawing 2. So that means you're gaining like how much? 9 cards in his hand, like just for the awaken skills. Yeah, this one has you need to have 4 life, and then you can Z awaken for 2 energy, like for 2 Z energy. You put it on top of it. Then you can choose 1 card, put it under your field area, and draw 2 cards. That's a good cycle. You are really quickly on your Z side. That's also a good thing if you're running the cooler negate. And then also the good thing is on your awaken turn you swing, draw a card, put this one on top of it, use the effect, draw another 2 cards, so you just go +2 on your hand, just for nothing. If you have 7 more cards under your field area, he goes away, like he gets removed, and then you're on this side. This one is a 20k. When he swings, he draws a card and has the absolute broken effect that says permanent. If you have 7 or more cards under your combo area, like in your combo area, you negate all the skills of your opponent. And the active battle is if you have 7 or more cards on, in your combo area, it gains also double strike. You don't need to use it, but you can use it almost every time when you go for finishing. That means we have an uninteractable combo here. If the opponent is low life, you just win the game. Like if he doesn't interrupt something, you're just winning the game if you do everything correctly. Like when my opponent was always low life, I kill him in this turn with this leader. I come later again on this card. Just let me show the deck. So, starting with the extra cards, with the engine that we have, it's only this card. Those 3 cards. You need to play 3. Some people, when I talked about this leader, saying you can also play 2. No, you can't, because if you have 1 in your life, 1 in hand, you just lose. Then you don't have anything. You can put it on with, you can fix the situation, but I show you also later. But that's like really annoying to do. But there were plenty times where I just had like 1 in my deck, 1 in my hand, and 1 in my energy. Like so, the 1 card was in my deck. So you need to play 3. Effect. It doesn't have barrier. It's a field card. It says you can look up to the top 3 cards, up to top 3, and then put a yellow battle card under your field area. So that's all, like just filtering hard. Then the active battle is if there are 7 or more cards under this one and you swing with a Goku leader, you can combo with everything. That means if you have 7 cards at like 35k base, putting together with this one, it's 55k double strike later. And also if you have like 10 or 15 cards, like you can combo with 15 cards. Then this card goes to drop. So next one is the token negate 2 times. I think like European players only plays 2 of those. American players play to 4 of this card. I don't know. Like you need 2. It's okay. Then the next negate is the time magic, the best yellow negated we have. Good against anything, it has sparking effects, it shutdowns any dual attackers. It's a really good card. In my opinion, the best thing that you can do. Then 2 tyrannical blows. The tyrannical blow fell is like, it's not good against green, it's just good against 21 and other yellow decks. Against anything else, it's just a mediocre card, but you need to play it. Then 2 Black Kamehameha, standard thing. I like to Black Kamehameha. I like to draw 1, and also if my opponent is not good, he just falls off, and I can rest 2 cards. And our secret extra card. I think this lineup is good. I think how much do we play? We play 5, 7, 9, 11, 12 extra cards. That's all. It's okay, because also the thing is, you can combo this one from my hand, like bottom deck from my hand with super combo. If you play against Gohan, you have this easy discard card from your hand, so you don't need to discard your good cards. Also, you can charge it, so you have robotic lives quickly. So next card is my Secret Identity. Secret Identity is my Overrim. That are only 2 black cards that I have in my deck. I don't have any Protein or something. Just this is the only black card that I have in my deck. If you play yellow, you need to play Secret ID. You just wanted to clear the board. You always want to clear board. Yeah, we play like I play yellow like really standard, just for like don't know, like other people can play it more aggressively, but I don't play aggressively. I just play for pure value. I just remove the board, stack my hand like completely, like with stacking I mean like fill the hand really full with cards and then just outscale them. The one-off Boo MVP card of the weekend. What I mean is like the MVP card for siding out. It was, I hate this card. It's absolutely terrible card. I like when I play this card, I like in my mind I can always put let this card let one energy open for having like a backup plan, but this one is just a terrible card. Like in this deck it's not good. I think it's margin cheat than any other yellow deck, it's better. But this is one, the only usage of this card was to get it under your field area so you have a free 10k combo. Otherwise it's just a 30k double striker that you can play on your turn 4. When you have it on early in your hand, it's just a dead hand card. It's 10k, 10ks are really shit in yellow. Okay, so coming for the big strikers. This card in this deck is a really good card. Like, he's really broken in this deck because you drawing a card. That's one of the reasons why he's so good in this deck. For 2 energy, if your opponent has 3 or more energy, you can play it for 2 energy, drawing a card, deflect 8 drop 30k. That sounds really good. Activate mains when every card, like when your whole battlefield is in rest mode, he can restand once. And then the auto effect, it doesn't have once per turn. It just when he swings, he ignore and bear rest a card or KO battle card in rest mode. Ignore and bear rest a card is really good because you can tap energy, you can tap leader, unison, field, anything. Later you just tap the energy so that doesn't have any energy to use, and then you kill them with your leader. Also, if you put this one, like it's a really good card in this deck. For 2 energy is nothing, and you also draw a card because you have a field card in on your field. Next standard package that we have, like Margin Vegeta, is the 4/4. So like this is 8 removal cards, also the 3 of this one. So 11 removal cards. He is really good. He like on your, you can play this one if the opponent has 2 more energy, and this one you can play if you have 2 energy. This one draws a card, this one not. This one has 7, 25k double strike, KOing a 5 cost or less. Oops, sorry guys. Little interruption. So okay, so the where was it? Okay, he KOs a 5 cost or less, and he just KOs anything in rest mode, non-barrier, both. But he just removes the skills first and KOs that. But really standard cards that everyone knows. But it's a really good thing. Like, he's crazily good. 25k for 1 energy, drawing a card. I like this card a lot. Next card is Counter. This card is the reason why this like we have an uninteractable combo later. If you have like pushing the last turn, you swing with him, counter, drawing 3 cards with this, combo the whole field cards, battle cards, and under the field card. You can combo everything with that. That's 55k. So, and they don't have any skills. And the good thing is, if they don't have any skills, like the super combos that has 0k, without they can't use the effect, so the super combos are dead. That's a good thing. Later, you just have an interactive combo, and also like really standard in yellow. But in this deck, it's crazy broken. Talking about 3 super combos, it's normal. We're playing this secret. If you telling me, like, if people saying your number 1 is the better card in this deck, or in any other, like the yellow deck, we don't play the same color, we don't play the same game. If you say the other one is better, I don't know. This one is in any way better, in any way. In every moment, this one's better. The ability to swing with your token negate with 40k, like, give the token 30k combo power and being a 40k token, it's dump. And also, if you swing with him, it's a 60k, 50k, that's 55k. You can pressure with any card in this deck, and I want to pressure them. I don't want to I don't want to have one turn for doing the whole thing. I just want to get them to a point where they are low life all the time, and they just need to consider what they are doing at the moment, because if they are low life at one point, every swing that I have in this deck, every card that I play in this deck is dangerous. It's critical, because this one is a 20k double swing, he's a 25k double swing. If the opponent running out of negates, they are dead completely. Next one is the defense lineup. So we talked about the aggressive lineup that we have. So at the board removal, that's one of the things that I like about the leader. You have insanely killing potential. And now we come into the defense line. I put everything on the table. 4 steadfast, 4 robotics, 3 of the Vegito, 2 sins, I put it here, and also 2 negates. Okay, why I put it like this? I tell you now my game plan for the whole game. So this one is really good in this deck, because he says the field cards also count as extra cards, so you need to have 1 energy and 1 field card, and you can play it on your turn too. That's a really good thing. And also he draws a card. He's MVP card against Margin Vegeta, because if they play their servant, you counterplay them and kill it with your Goku or Vegeta. If they if you play against Gohan, you always keep this card in hand. If they want to play from the field area, the Goku, if they have Goku and Gohan under the field area, you respond always with that. If they play in the Goku comes the rest, so you have 1 attack less. And if they play the Gohan, you don't care, so they played 1, they have the 1 less swing anyways. So this one is also a good filter, draws a card blocker. It was in set 16 when this card BT15 was absolutely dump. This card is in this deck also really good, like really dump. So robotic, Vegito are standard. Sunshine is also standard. You don't need more than 2 copies. It's not a red format anymore, so you just need to have 2 copies completely against greed. It's not a good card. I always use it as a combo or put it under my field area. This lineup, like how I put it here, is my game plan. I start the early turns only with my steadfast. Otherwise I combo from hand or something like from field. For mid game, like let's say early mid game, I play with my robotics. So the robotics give me like 4 turns. Let's say 3 or 2 turns. Then later for a late game, in the late game I have the Z energy to use it. I can use this one for a late game. So you have a lot of defense lines that you have. You have early this defense line, then this defense line, and after then you have this defense line. This one is really good. I think it was made for this deck, because you are you are always a Z leader. Then you have also the permanent effect that you don't get the strike skills. That's a really good thing. If you play against Gohan and they play quad strike Celzino, you can't respond with that one. Yeah, give me the quadruple strike. Also this one is really good. I think it was made for a deck. You are really early on this side. So that means you can use this one so cheaply, like for nothing. You can use it for free. And also a good thing, like in any other decks, it was a dead card until you have your Z leader. That's really like, imagine it was last turns. In this deck you have really early, so you can use it like nothing. And also in yellow, a free negate is really good, because you can, like, let's say you have 1 energy open, you have a robotic, this one, and a token negate them. Sunshine Long I mainly play like turn 3, turn 4 something. Even if later it's really good, a really good card. I always play it when it's not green. Okay, next one is the Kibito-kai. I think Kibito-kai searches the whole deck. It searches super combo, it searches the Goku, Vegeta, it searches even the Steadfast. So top 5, 4 cost or less sane, Earthling, and you can send it to the old warp and play a 1-drop skillless, like you without skills. Then the next engine is this one. I think you just need in this deck just 1/1. 1/1 is a good number. If you have like 1 in hand and just have the 1 in deck, yeah, you just play this one from hand, search with the other one, this one, and then you just pass the turn, wait for if you have 5 life, and then use it. Don't use it instantly because you're just drawing another one card that's not worth. The good thing also with this one, if you want to play more, it's really good in this deck because in the first turn you can like, that's a better thing that Margin can't really do. When I look into my field card, like for my field card, and that moment I decide which game plan I do. Like, do I heavily control? Do I just go for like for my aggressive stuff? But this is like the point where I decide what I'm doing for the whole game. Like, if I just see, okay, I have two of those in my deck, I just play a Kibito, search one of them, and just wait for another Kibito to play another one. This card can also stick alone and just can do whatever he wants. You don't need to use really quickly. You just can wait for this one because they don't remove it if it's an active mode all the time. Then the next 3 cards that I play, that's my MVP card, is my Hercule. Yeah, Hercule is like wasn't seen. Like, I think it was never played. It's a BT6 card. It has a 1/1, like 1 energy cost and 1k. He just says bottom deck it, draw a card. The thing is, I have the 56 card deck list, and I need to play 56 because if I don't play 56, I go quickly deck out. And I just had like really much problems with this deck with going deck out, and this card fixes the problem. That you think that you can do is you can play for 1, bottom deck it, draw a card. What you can also do is you can play it for 1, bottom deck a card. When I bottom deck this card, draw a card, play Kibito Kai, search top 5 cards, pick anything that you want, sacrifice it, play the Hercule again, and you later you are on a point that you have a lot of battle cards on field, so they will never remove it. If they decide to remove my Hercule instead of my Goku Vegeta or something, I'm happy. So this card still made its job. I think if people seeing this card, they thinking like I'm crazy, but it's still a really good card. I would recommend it. If you play this deck, play this card. He's really good. Yeah. Also, you can play it also in Majin Vegeta. Z deck. I have my one SS3 Majin Vegeta. You can use it once per game. Like, in my opinion, it's not worth to play more. This card I never played, like in this deck, never in any testing matchup. I still wanted to have it against Golden. This card is also one of, like, you need it once for the killing turn. Vegeta. This card fixes the problem if you have, like, let's say you have every 3 field cards on hand. So you play it, you bottom deck it, and play it for your leader skill. The next cards are these, normal, and the last one is this one. He's a 1-drop barrier one. It says you can tap any numbers of your field of like battle cards and put the amount of cards that you rested. Like, let's say you've rested 3 cards, you put the top 3 cards under your field area. You can choose to do it. And also you can get yellow matchup. Let's say you play against Trangita. You can play it, let it stick. If it gets removed, I don't know how, but if it gets removed like back smoke, you don't care. Later, also a thing that I did in the regional, I had like 5 cards in my under my field area. So, and I swung already, and I was on this side. I had like anything on field. I swung with it. He thought I was finished with anything, and he asked me how many field cards I have on my field area. So I just said like 5. And I said okay. So he thought like, okay, I'm done. Played this one, rested 2 robotics, restanded this one, and swung again. So also, yeah, forgot. He also, like, when he's in rest mode, he restands and go to this side. That's a really important thing. It's not active battle, it's active at main. Because people was confused about this thing in the region. I don't know why. Extra side deck. I have 1 T-blow more, just in case that I need it. I have 2 Release from Evil, mainly against Golden Freezer. Death Blaster, mainly against Golden Cooler decks that playing Golden Cooler. Then, because my this was mainly against yellow decks, because like I think every yellow deck plays now the grand the old guys this one, and my Roshi engine is not so high, so I can use it and say yeah, you all of your one drop and two cards or less cards are going WOP, so the engine is dead. Tsukai against heavily floodgate decks or arrival decks. Black Smoke, people don't play it anymore so much. I think that's not a good call. It's still Black Smoke, and Black Smoke has the best effect. It's a main staple in every side deck. I will never put this on out. This one. Gehören, yeah, I don't like this card, but you still need to play it. 5-drop Freezer. I think that's not so heavily much blue, so I thought one of is okay, and I see it in this deck. I see every card in this deck. Then it was mainly against Reboot, Green Gohan. So what I did, what I'm doing with this combination, if I played this turn 2, he dies instantly against the cheap attacks from Leader or Z Zenkai deck cards. So what I'm doing is I keep those cards in hand for the early. If they decide to play the 8-drop really early, I play with this one. On my turn 4 to his turn 5, I play this one and just have free energy open for every floodgate that I have, Vegito, Steadfast, counter negate Cooler, or Robotic, so I can defend it. So at that point they will start to charge the 8-drop because they know that they can't play it. And also it interrupts with Cell Xeno secret deck cards. If the opponent has a deck that relies on Cell Xeno, you just counter them. And later you can also finish with him. He's still a really good card. If they Black Smoke it, you don't care. If not, they will sacrifice. They will suffer from this one. Yeah. Tip and tricks that I told you. Tip and tricks. I'm not having so much, but I can tell you what's my favorite combo in this deck. My favorite combo is I think this one. The thing is that you can do is let's say you have one in hand, one of this one in hand. Like I said, you're just saying let's say you charged for your second energy, play this one, bottom deck it, draw one, play this. Everything is stacked, but you need, let's say this one's Earthling Assassin, take it, sacrifice it, play it again. Then next turn you pass it. Next turn, if the card stays, you bottom deck it, draw another card, swing, draw another card. So that's one of the things that I really like about this deck. That's one of my favorite combos. Otherwise, it's still the Roshi engine, and the thing that I can do with this one. This one's my favorite combo. Going for game. Yeah, just try this leader. It's a really good leader. It's the best leader. Like I said, the best leader. Matchups. Oh, sorry, I forgot the matchups. Matchups. My favorite, I'm so confused today. My matchups was. I'm not sure about the rounds, but it was I had 2 RaidNTrade, one Green Gohan, one Shenron yellow, Trunks Xeno. That was my only loss against Michael, my old teammate. Shout out to him. I'm not sure. I think that's the only matches that I have in my head now. But it was 2 RaidNTrade, one Sunshine, one Xeno deck, Gohan green. I think everything was fine. The problem was with the time rulings always. We go quickly to time because also playing a heavily control deck, control. Yeah, but everything else was fine. I didn't have any problems, like only against Michael. I think I need to have some, if I would have do a change, I would put like 2 5-drop Goku Frieza in the deck. That helps me because I couldn't remove their 8-drop trunks, you know. Yeah. Shoutouts to my team, no heroes. Shoutouts to Manuel, John, all of my teammates that helped me a lot. I didn't prep so hard for this tournament. I think I didn't play one game in the whole week. But still, like we just talked the whole days, and always when I need training, they are always available for me, and also one of my best friends, all of them. Shoutouts also to Michael and Peter. You don't get out of my heart for sure, and shoutouts to everyone, like, and thank you for RaidNTrade to having the online events, and everyone please come to the Bielefeld event. The next month happens the regional for Dragon Ball in Germany, the No Heroes event. We hope we have the event full, so we will have a good I don't care, like, just come. Okay guys, have a nice day and see ya.